Go for it. So we are warming up right now for the From Zero to Hero Consolidation final. We will have a battle between DanikB, OmnipotZ, Tween and Novis. I am Sinus and with me we have Turbo here.
Yo, thank you for your introduction and welcome from my side as well. So two of those players will face Pack and Carl Jr. in the grand final. But the good thing is that even the top 5 and top 6, so the third and fourth player of this match, will go home with some money. So 100 euro for 5th and 6th place. That's also pretty good. We're starting with Cascade, a map that is a bit controversial since the ending is rather hard to do. But we will see some intense fight here, of course. Point limit this time is 120. Point repetition still 10, 6, 4 and 3. And let's go with the first round here in a couple of seconds.
Right, Tween already showing off in the warm-up right now. Although we just saw Novis do an incredible time just before we went into the next map. Of course, that wasn't on this map, but still. So players are warmed up, players are ready. Good luck, have fun is going out. And let's go with round number 1 between DanikB, OmnipotZ, Tween and Novis. And we are going to see OmnipotZ's perspective here at the start of the round. Of course, they're rocking his alien car. And he's actually with a decent start here. And, well, I want to say first, but here comes DanikB with a nice inside turn. But here comes OmnipotZ once again. And what is this low jump? Incredible. Sadly, though, he needs to drift a bit more. And now it is Tween in the lead. Looking good here for Tween, although here comes OmnipotZ once again with the inside line. Novis and DanikB catching up a little bit with more speed, but it is still Tween and OmnipotZ in the lead right now. Novis falling behind a bit compared to the others, but it is not over yet for him. He can risk and come back into it, and what is this? Such a zigzag, and somehow surviving. It is Novis, however, going into the wall. He will be out for this round, and it is now between OmnipotZ, Tween and DanikB for the 10 points. Tween looking good here. He has a bit of a lead, but that could all go away in one bad turn. DanikB and OmnipotZ ready to take over. And right now we are coming into this super important turn where you want to get as much speed as possible. Tween doing really nicely there. Oh my god, it's getting closer and closer. Here we come into this sick end. Who will get it the best? Oh, Tween goes into the air, but it is fine. He gets a nice end. 0.51 and 10 points to his name.
What a great round. 59 and OmnipotZ is in 3rd place. So only 4 points for him. So Tween is sealing the deal with a 51, granting himself 1st place. Really convinced performance by him, but great lines also from DanikB and OmnipotZ. As we go into the next round, we have Novis only with 3 points out of that first round here. But of course, he has set a good time, as Sinas has mentioned beforehand.
Oh my god.
The warm-up did a really, really good time. Okay, what happened here? I didn't capture that. I only see Tween a little bit further behind, as well as OmnipotZ. So the alien car won't be in a battle for the top 3 this round. So it will be between the both Czech players. We have Novis and DanikB. DanikB with a good line here, but as well as Novis with a little bit more speed in this section. But also Tween is saying hello, but Tween with a mistake and has touched the wall there. So it is still, yet again, Novis and DanikB in between 100 of a second, so this will be all in the last part of the track. A couple of drifts are remaining, 6,000 of a second, similar speed again. Look at this, this is impossible to call here in this ending. DanikB with a little bit more exit speed. Novis against DanikB. DanikB with a better approach here. Novis will most likely not have the most amount of speed, but he comes back strong, 200 of a second, and this is super close. Novis with the overtake, and Novis is not, wait, he's taking it because DanikB had a terrible landing in the end. What a great effort there from Novis, great comeback from him. Tween in 3rd, and then we have OmnipotZ after that mistake in the start in last place. Great round there.
What a round between these Czech players, and I think did DanikB just have a landing bug or something? He slowed down quite a lot on land. Yeah. But anyway, Novis takes 10 points and now gets a 2nd in the consolidation final, so far at least. So good job by the Novis player here. Oh, sorry, by Novis, not the Novis player at all. Actually, it's quite the opposite. But here we go. OmnipotZ going for the attack, actually overtaking Novis already. And now it is only DanikB left for him to eat up. And he is not there yet, although he's going for the inside line. DanikB going quite far outside, but that gives him some nice amount of speed. Still in that 1st place. Novis going for the attack right now. Danik still first. Here comes Tween though from the back. He is still in it as well. But DanikB with a strong lead here, actually, extending his lead on OmnipotZ as well there. So Danik on his way to 10 points right now. Novis falling behind a little bit because the others are so incredibly fast. And it is now a battle for second between OmnipotZ and Tween. Danik still ahead though, but they are getting closer and closer. Tween going for the attack on the inside line now. And he is going to try to get first place. And what is going on? He is instantly first place after this turn. Tween is with a comeback and a half right here on his way to 10 points. OmnipotZ still trying to get in there. Novis with an insane end. And is he going to snipe Tween? No, he will bounce. And it is Tween who's first place.
Oh my god, what was this insane line from Tween there? Really, really well executed there from the Pittsburgh Knights player. Great job there. 24 points for him. Also, OmnipotZ bouncing off from the underground block bus. But he was eventually able to stay ahead of DanikB and seal the deal, granted himself well-needed 6 points. So 13 points for OmnipotZ, didn't really fall too much far behind. And now we have the 4th round coming up on Cascade here, a map by Kesla featuring Warmy. Good start for all of the players. Novis with a little bit of a more inside approach and therefore had to go more outside in that apex. But still he's in the mix, 0.1 of a second behind OmnipotZ, DanikB and Tween, but good speed from Novis. He had to opt for that inside approach though, but he's in the mix. Tween now in first place and DanikB as well, but this is impossible to call. So close, 700 of a second between all the players. Novis again with a more outside approach here, but it's Tween and DanikB top 1 and 2. What is this level? This is insanely good. Tween with a different approach compared to the other players. And now we have this ending section coming up. 2 more drifts remaining, and we've seen Novis with insane ending sections here in the last couple of rounds. But it's Tween with a comfortable lead of 0.15 of a second. So Tween will most likely clock in a banger of a time if he survives this. Yes, he will. A 106.46. Oh my god, what a time by Tween. Sick performance by all of the players. Oh my god.
With double 0.5s behind him. I mean, what is going on? All players are pushing it right now and they want to get 10 points. Sadly for them, it is Tween sneaking up with the 0.4 and getting 10 points to his name. He is now on the score with 34 points and is already on his way to taking a lead after this first map. OmnipotZ struggling a bit with 16 points in the end, but he can definitely catch this up with a couple of good runs, as we have just only started with this match. Alright, Tween once again looking decent here, although it is Novis this time in the lead, and he really knows how to take this blue section. While I'm saying that, of course, he goes super far outside, but here he comes back with a nice amount of speed, and is once again in that first place. OmnipotZ going for the attack, but it doesn't really have the speed to convert himself into that first place. So now it is still Novis in that first place. Here comes Tween though, on the attack, trying to get into OmnipotZ's second place. So far, it is not working out for him yet, as Novis is still holding on to a nice 10-pointer right now. And Danik also still in the mix. Don't forget about him. He is also driving here, and he is trying to keep up with Tween, and that is going to be a really hard task, as we see happening right now. Danik is falling behind a little bit. It's now between Novis, OmnipotZ and Tween for the 10 points. Novis looking good here in the end, but with a good snipe it could happen. Novis looking really, really good actually. And here we go. Tween bouncing so far up. OmnipotZ is able to snipe, even though he didn't have a best end. But what is this time?
Oh my god. A 0.32 by Novis. Are you kidding me? I'm out of words right now.
Novis with a 0.32. Oh,
what a time. Oh man.
As a frame of reference, the best time so far was a 0.30 by Tween on this map. At least in match, by the way.
Yeah. And
so that was really close to the best one.
Yeah, the WR is a 0.16 by Carl Jr.
Wow.
But still, I mean, this was just a bonkers of a time, a banger of a time. But look at the standings here. We have Tween with 38 points in first. Great performance for him. Only losing 12 points. And really, really good performance here for Tween. And we have Novis behind with 30 and DanikB and OmnipotZ both with over 20 points. So still a very, very great performance. And yeah, let's go with the next map. We have a Siphon Blur here. And yeah, it's a map where the Daddy Mania is also occupied by Code Jr. But the best time was by Novis. It was the last time when I have checked though. It was a 0.0. Yeah, it was a 0.02, but yeah, we've seen in the warm-up Novis dropping a banger of a time.
Yeah, and I mean, once again, Novis in this warm-up. Oh, actually, Tween just saying hi to the poll right there. But Novis looking good once again in this warm-up, and he really seems in form, as we've seen him play in the last match as well. popping some nice times there, and is going to try and do that once again here.
Okay,
Wait,
so
what?
A point 97 by Novis.
He just keeps going.
Yeah.
For reference, the previous best time was a 0.02 by Novis as well.
Yeah, so a very, very good time by him. And let's go with the first round on Siphon Blur. I will take it over, and it is OmnipotZ, the only player who goes for that inside triangle there. Of course, you have 3 triangles that you can take. 2 of them are optional, but players tend to go for 2 of them. So the first one is the one that the players won't go for. But OmnipotZ is the madman who goes for 3 out of 3. This is the other triangle, and Tween does it really, really good. Look at this. He has a good lead, a good amount of speed. OmnipotZ and Novis are a little bit further behind. And then we have DanikB also in the mix. 0.1 of a second between all of the players. Tween accumulates a lot of speed as well, but OmnipotZ and DanikB will overtake Novis here. So the player who dropped a bang over time is right now in last place, but he's on a good run though. It's not even that he's slow, but the other players are just playing mentally good. OmnipotZ with a good line, and he will move up to first place. So OmnipotZ will clock in maybe a 10-pointer if he's surviving this ending. Great section for him, and OmnipotZ is on his way to clock in a 10-pointer with a 102.11. What is this round? Tween gets last with a 31. What is happening?
Tween gets last only would have been surprising already, but with the 31 as well. OmnipotZ showing up here and getting some nice 10 points for himself, as Novis was almost able to snipe him, just not enough though. So yeah, OmnipotZ, good job by him, and this triangle might have been the difference actually if you think about it, because of course he took a little bit of time here in the start. This time around he will not be the one in first, because he didn't take that much speed out of the triangle, and is now DanikB however in the lead. Here comes Novis though, trying to keep up, and it is Tween actually who falls behind a bit. So now getting overtaken by OmnipotZ once again. Tween is slowing down a bit, and it is now between DanikB, Novis and OmnipotZ for the 10 points. Especially Danik and Novis right now, the 2 Czech players in the Czech cars, are doing well, but it is no, DanikB gets the mistake in the checkpoint, and now OmnipotZ is battling Novis for that first place. Let's see from Tween's perspective, who is trying to keep up with these players, but it's gonna be super, super hard. And zoom in a little bit here on OmnipotZ, going for the outside line, but it seems like Novis is barely losing any speed while going inside. Novis is going like a rocket here, and is on his way to a nice 10 points. OmnipotZ risking it and coming closer and closer, but it's not gonna be enough. Novis with a nice 0.1 and 10 points to his name.
I mean, you can't say that this time is not safe, that you're safe with a 0.18 to get first place, but Novis did a really good, very consistent driving over the ending. But how did he manage to get his, or to remain his speed? With that line, I thought OmnipotZ would come way closer with that. OmnipotZ still with a good time, and he granted himself 6 points. So OmnipotZ again with a good start. Look at that. Then we have DanikB falling a little bit behind, 0.1 of a second. Wonky approach for him again, but he's still in the mix, as he has a good approach here as well. Comes closer towards Tween and all the other players, and will just gather a lot of speed over the stretch here. As you can see, it's Novis in first, followed up by Tween, and then we have OmnipotZ rocking the alien screen. Novis lagging a bit, but he has those lag spikes, as you have not seen it beforehand. You know it now. Now it's DanikB who has overtaken OmnipotZ in this turn. Novis still in first, and DanikB once more. Maybe he can get closer towards Novis and Tween. Tween goes to attack onto Novis here, and Tween is in first, but Novis has more speed. Novis will be on the ending because it's DanikB who opts for a more outside approach. But who will take that first place? Would it be Tween or Novis? Novis with a mistake, and it will be DanikB betting out with OmnipotZ here in the end, but DanikB will stay in second place. So Tween with a 102.07 in first place. What a time.
And that means Novis was also on a 0.0 there, because he was equaling Tween, but Novis went for a little bit too much there. Too much to handle, went into the wall, and that's gonna cost him some points. But yeah, that's the risk you will want to be taking here, because yeah, first is 10 points, second is 6. That's a difference of 4 points, and that's quite a bit of a difference. So you can see why Novis is Novis went for it there. Oh my god, OmnipotZ was a super nice start, except for that last part right there, making the mistake going into the wall, and he will be far behind. Novis in the lead this time around, and Tween and DanikB are close behind. And they are trying to catch up to him, but Novis has a nice amount of speed, even on this platform section going inside here. And Tween is trying to catch up, going slowly but surely closer and closer and closer. Checkpoint coming in here. Novis with a nice line. Look at this. He's extending his lead over at Tween. And if you're extending your lead to Tween, you're doing a good job right there. And Novis still in the lead. While DanikB has slowed down a bit here, is about 0.1 behind Tween, but I'm gonna focus a bit more on Novis with Tween, but Tween makes a mistake! And it's now Novis who has the free 10 points here. He can take a breather, while DanikB is about 0.2 behind, so I don't think that's gonna be happening here. It won't be indeed. Novis with the 0-3, 10 points!
Oh my god, 0-3 for Novis. What are they delivering? Holy moly. So Tween was lucky there that he didn't fall down, because that can happen because respawn is not enabled here. But 102.03 in a match? Are you actually kidding me? What is this guy on? He's actually now in first place. So this is the motto for Novis. 10 points or nothing. And OmnipotZ with a mistake. And this is what you kind of take the risk for that inside approach. So now we have Tween in first place, followed up by Novis and DanikB, 0.1 of a second behind. So Tween off to a bonkers of a start. Look at this. 4,000s behind his PB that he has set here in this round. So not sure if it's his PB, but let's follow DanikB here, who's just behind Novis. And look at this Novis line. He's coming closer and closer towards Tween. He wants to extend his lead towards him, towards the Pittsburgh Knight player. But what a performance from Novis on this track. Maybe he really digs this one, but now the ending is remaining. We have 2 or 3 more slides coming up. And then we will determine a victorious player. If you consider this one as a slide, we see Tween in first place and Novis is just behind him, but gathers a little bit more speed, but it's not enough. So Tween will stay in first place with 102.07. What a time! Again.
Zeros keep coming in, baby. And this time around it is Tween with 10 points. Novis trying to keep up with him, but it wasn't able to do this time. So Tween getting a win here. And it is really all the story of Tween and Novis right there, and you can see it on the scoreboard as well.
Wow. So they just run away, as you can see. 68 points for Tween, 65 for Novis. And then we have a gap of 16 points to the third place, because OmnipotZ only has 49 points and DanikB at 48. But maybe this map suits them better. Maybe they can stop the Novis and Tween dominance here, because you can just tell it like that if they win rounds with X times here.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can deliver here.
Yeah, I mean, it is OmnipotZ's map. I mean, he did make it as a duo, and that might help him. And we've seen him do some sick times on it as well in previous matches. So OmnipotZ can deliver here on this map for sure. And DanikB as well, looking good in the warm-up here, already first. So yeah, I'm hoping actually to see them catch back up a bit to spice it up even more, as we already have a sick match. But you know, why not? Why not some extra?
Indeed, and I wanna stress the author time here, because it's a 105.222, and this is a very, very fast time. And I think because OmnipotZ has the name there, it is validated by him, so he knows this track certainly very well, I would say, and does a good warm-up.
Yeah.
We have seen some different lines here, especially in this section from OmnipotZ, and you can see that this really pays off. So he came closer towards Tween, but of course the ending is also very decisive. Where Tween has made a mistake in the prior round, and then Mikrato was able to overtake him, and Tween didn't get finalist there. But we will go live now. Take it over.
Alright, here we go. And I just want to say that the jumpy line by OmnipotZ that's will be seeing more and more, where he just overtook Tween in the warm-up. I think that is truly an amazing line by the French player, and hopefully he can utilize this to get some nice points for himself. Right now, Tween is struggling a little bit here at the start, falling behind about 0.2 already, but here comes the inside line, and he catches a lot back up here. Of course, not as much speed as the other player, so he loses a bit again, but he's showing that he wants to attack them. That is for sure, and is already catching up to at least Danik here. While Novis and Omni, Omni actually slowing down a bit here, not with the best of lines, and Danik and Novis still ahead of Tween here, but Tween is attacking and eating more and more people up here. Not literally, of course. And here he goes. Oh my god, Tween with so much speed over the engine cut, and now he is indeed in that first place. Danik trying to just keep up with him right now, as Novis goes for the inside jump. Tween is trying and does so successfully here. Here comes OmnipotZ trying to keep up. Novis makes the mistake. Novis will be out. It is between DanikB and Tween right now for 10 points. Here comes the last drift. It seems like Tween has a bit more speed, and he will get the first 10 pointer. He does so indeed.
0.36 for Tween. Great performance for him. I thought for him that DanikB had or will come closer towards him, but he just didn't get a smooth jump in this kind of blind jump there. But Tween with another 10 pointer will move up to 78 points and has a comfortable lead of 10 points already over Novis. Going into the second round now on Consolidation. Let's follow OmnipotZ here, who has made a mistake. So the caster's curse is kicking in yet again. Just when I speak out his name, he has unfortunately made a mistake. And yeah, all of the other 3 players have survived the start. So Tween going for that inside approach again. And you can see that this is kind of even. But what is this Novis start? 0.1 of a second ahead of both Tween and DanikB. Of course, they have a little bit more speed now, but a very strong start by the Czech player there. Getting chased by the other Czech player who's only 600 of a second behind. And gets a good no jump as well as Tween. But Novis will still stay in the lead. Now the ending cut comes in and DanikB. Such a risky line for him, and DanikB will go over to the lead. And also Tween is now in the mix. So this is again a battle between DanikB and Tween. DanikB gets a good jump, but Tween a little bit faster in this section. So it will be all in the last turn here. DanikB again with a little bit more speed, but Tween with a better line there. So this will be all in the ending. Tween goes super far outside. Who will take it? Will it be DanikB or Tween? Tween with a little bit more speed, but it will be DanikB who will stay ahead. But only 4,000 of a second, tearing those players apart. What a great round. Novis in third, and then we have OmnipotZ. Both of the players have made a small mistake, finding themselves a little bit further behind.
Wow, and Tween really went for it in the end there. Nice amount of speed. It went also a bit more to the right so you can hit the line a little bit earlier. Sadly though, just not enough to get the 10 points. Danik gets 10 for himself and gets some nice points on the scoreboard as well, as he is currently in third place. So he really needs those points. Alright, ooh, OmnipotZ, maybe an accidental inside pull, I think, because he just slowed down quite a bit. So I don't think that was on purpose. And right now, Novis, oh my god, that was so close. He almost didn't make it. But together with Danik right now, he is in a nice first and second place battle. Tween is trying to keep up with these guys. But it is, oh my god, Novis, how did he not get airtime? What an incredible line. And he is going for it right now, although he's slowing down quite a bit. And it's Danik with the mistake and Novis as well. And Tween gets a free 10 pointer, it seems, as he is just so far ahead. I'm just gonna, the gaps are huge. I'm just gonna focus Tween here. Let's see if he makes any mistakes. But this round is kind of over right now.
He's on the time. Look at this time, minus 0.1 of a second. Let's see what he can do in this ending. Of course, he can save it, but
oh here he comes, popping the time. Tween is going for it. 26.
Good time by Tween.
It was somehow still a battle between Danik and Novis, with only 0.05 of a second between them. Ooh, and OmnipotZ didn't finish.
Oh, this is actually cruel for him because he's at 56 points, and this could be the make it or break it for him. But of course, the next round is coming up. Fourth round on Consolidation. Tween up in the lead with 94 points. So very good performance here by the Slovakian player playing for Team Pittsburgh Knights, of course. Then the other 3 members here of this match are not in an organization, as it seems, as they are not wearing their tags. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe this dot from Novis has to mean something, but I'm not sure about that. Or maybe the alien car from OmnipotZ. I don't know. Maybe there's the alien clan. Okay, jokes aside. It is OmnipotZ right now in last place. Then we have DanikB. Oh my god, Novis with the speed. But now the decider comes with the free wheel. Oh my god, Novis, what did you smoke? What is this speed? He just pressed V for boost, as you say. Or always, Sina. So now we have the battle here between Tween and Novis. 16,000 of a second between both of the players. Tween has a little bit less speed compared towards him, and actually Tween with a mistake. So it's OmnipotZ and DanikB who are battling it out for that second place. Novis will stay in first, and it's actually OmnipotZ in second place. Novis with a 105.24 in first place.
Woo! What a match, and Novis with the 0.2, showing once again that he is one of the fastest in the game. And now it is Tween almost getting the 100 point mark, of course, not getting debated here because the point limit is 120, but still Tween is getting closer and closer to that finalist mode. And Novis now on 86, Danik on 74 and OmnipotZ on 62. So we see some gaps coming here a little bit, but it is not over yet, as the points gap is, the point limit is higher. The match will take a bit longer. Alright, OmnipotZ struggling a bit together with Danik in the back, and it is Novis and Tween in the lead right now, on their way to another nice time. Novis going for the inside line. Oh my god, he almost touches the wall right there, but he doesn't because he is Novis. He knows what he's doing. And OmnipotZ goes for the... Well, he didn't go for it, but he got the no slide right there. Alright,
also with a mistake.
let's see here. Oh my god, look at Tween. Here he goes. Yep, there he goes. More speed, and Novis will get overtaken by Tween here in this section. And now he needs to be able to catch up, but it is Tween. Like a rocket taking off here. Novis just struggling a little bit on the section here. And now the gap is already more than 0.2. Tween looking to get a 10-pointer here. And he is on a banger of a time right now. I think this is another 0.2 by him. And we will see that in the finish line. Boom. He does so indeed.
Oh my god. A 0.24 from Tween. And he will go up to 107 points. Novis also with a 6-pointer. So he will go a little bit further away from DanikB, who was lurking in the shadow. And because DanikB only had a 3-pointer, it's 15 points between second and third now. But what a dominant performance here from Tween on this map. Really, really good. And now we will go to Rise Up. So maybe a player will rise up here. Who knows?
Warm up coming up on Rise Up by MD points. Tween looking good here on the scoreboard. Novis as well. The gap is still there. Danik and OmnipotZ trailing here. So they really need to step it up right now. Get those 10 pointers and get back into it. Otherwise, Novis and Tween will walk away with the victory here. And they will go into the grand final. Oh, grand final coming up actually. It's insane.
Yeah, so this map of course has the super hard ending. What I was thinking is pretty hard with the drift beforehand and then the jump. So we have seen a lot of chokes. A player that was really known for his chokes was not Novis.
Oh, he is doing some.
No, who was that? Was it?
Yeah,
really
it was Novis, missing
yeah,
multiple
exactly.
10 pointers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Novis hopefully won't do a choke here, but this ending is super hard to do. And also the speed outcome here in this section is very, very hard. So Novis going for the wrist there, but of course it's warm up. So nothing really is happening here, but players are approaching the ending now. Let's see if they are clearing it. As OmnipotZ does so. Nope, he does not.
Nope, he doesn't. So that is what is gonna happen here if you go too low. But if you go too high, you might get sniped. And that is the risk reward we have here in this map. So Turbo, why don't you start it off in this one?
Yeah, let's go. So end of warm-up, match is starting. Round 1 on Rise Up by MD points. I'm gonna spectate OmnipotZ because he was first in the warm-up. Let's see what he can burn into the tarmac here. As we approach Novis with a little bit of an off line, and he had to readjust it and lost a lot of speed, and therefore he finds himself in last place at the moment. Then we have a 3-man battle here between DanikB, OmnipotZ, and Tween. Tween has the upper hand temporarily. OmnipotZ goes for a lot of speed and also very, very good apex in this turn, and he will come a little bit closer. Then we have DanikB also behind, and Novis is pushing it. 1300 it was in the other CP. Now it's 0.16, but this means that Tween is on a banger of a time, as it seems. He's just super far ahead. Look at this. Look at this battle for that second place. And look at the gap between Tween and OmnipotZ. This is insanely 0.16 of a second. So what is Tween up to? He maybe wants to seal the deal and just has to finish in the next round because he would move up to the 170 points mark, and he could grant himself finalist mode regardless what is happening next round. What time will Tween do? He will do a 103.72. OmnipotZ gets second.
That is the
85.
best time in match so far, as we have seen. Tween just popping the match world record here, which is incredible by Tween. Just destroying by 1/100th of a second, so it's relatively destroying Pac's current record here. And Tween gets the deserved 10 points right there. Already on 117 points, only needs to finish really, but you know, why not steal some points away from the others and try and deny some points, because that could help you later on if you fail to do some finalist attempts, which we have actually seen from Tween. As the last time when he got finalist, it took him 6 attempts. Well, on his 6th attempt, he finally got through. So let's hope for Tween it won't happen this time around, as he is clearly doing a great job right now. And he is a deserved grand finalist, at least so far. But he is not done yet, and the battle is going on here. It is so incredibly close in this round as well. OmnipotZ is last, but it is not even 0.1 behind the number 1. Not even 0.05 behind the number 1. What is this round? What is going on? Novis is going for the win here, but he is going for an outside line, and now Tween is able to overtake him, and Novis finds himself in last because, well, the difference is so clear. What is happening? What is happening? Who is first? Who is last? Who even knows? Let's go in for the last turn here. Novis is in the lead, but who will take it? It will be Novis with 10 points.
What a round! Oh my god!
Not even 0.1 difference.
Oh my god. So Novis is taking it over OmnipotZ, and then we have Tween in third. So what a great ending there from Novis, but Tween is still finalist. But Novis is certainly very happy about that 10 points as well, because he has passed the 100 points barrier as well, being up at 106 points. But what a dominant performance by Tween. You just have to say that maybe he can use his first finalist attempt and leave the other match just aside. Tween with a godlike start. Look at the speed. Has already accumulated the lead here in this section. 0.03 of a second. OmnipotZ, the only player, is fallen a little bit behind. And then we have DanikB as well, but gets a good line and battles out with Novis here. So Tween in the lead yet again. 0.12 of a second. Tween with an outstanding performance here. OmnipotZ won't have a saying, he didn't have a lot of speed in this section, so let's follow DanikB here. He gives us a good overview over Tween, but he's on a banger over time. Look at him go. This could be another 103 for Tween, but DanikB presses B for boost and comes closer, and also Novis. So this is all in the ending, but will Tween use his first finalist attempt? Will he accompany Carl Jr. and Pack in the grand final? Novis is risking it, but Tween will take it with a 103.76. What a time. Tween.
Tween. Oh my god, deserved win here by Tween. None of that joking, none of all. Just first finalist attempt, and boom, winner. That's how you do it. Tween locking in the grand final spot for himself. And there's only one spot left, and it is between Novis, DanikB and OmnipotZ. Novis right now on 112, so remember, if he gets 10 points here right now, he's already in that finalist mode. And DanikB in the meantime, together with OmnipotZ, are only in the 80s. This is insane. What a performance by Tween here. And Novis as well, doing a great job, although he is not there yet. DanikB looking good though in this round, as he is already, let's say, more than 0.1 ahead. Now OmnipotZ also overtaking Novis, and they are trying to deny Novis as many points as possible to delay his finalist attempt and to get as much time as possible for themselves to get into finalist mode. DanikB looking good here. OmnipotZ in close pursuit, and Novis is about 0.2 behind. Novis going for the attack though here, and he knows he needs to risk it. And there he goes. He loses the biscuit right there, and it is just DanikB and OmnipotZ left. I think Novis will still finish though, so not a huge difference for him crashing. But it is DanikB so far ahead of OmnipotZ right now, and Danik really wants those 10 points. And here he goes into the air. Boom. 0.01. DanikB takes 10 points.
Yeah, so I mean, Tween would have been 0.3 ahead, but
yeah, but that's just
still
Tween,
a good
guys.
time. So DanikB going closer towards Novis, and Novis just needs to finish because we have only 3 players left, and we will go into the last round here on Rise Up by MD points. So once more, this track will be played for all of the 3 players here. Of course, Tween has already qualified, and yeah, let's follow OmnipotZ here right now in last place with 87 points. But theoretically, he can make it because Novis is not finalist yet. DanikB and OmnipotZ both with a good start, but there is Novis as well, only 1 car length behind. And DanikB with a super good turn over that stretch, and also gets a good line in this turn. So it's equal speed for all of the players. OmnipotZ with a good transition here comes a little bit closer towards DanikB, but of course it is impossible to call. But DanikB making the mistake, and now it's OmnipotZ's turn to get some points and get closer and closer towards that fine. Oh my god, that was so close. But I think it was because of his car skin. Maybe this car skin is a bit larger than the usual car here. So OmnipotZ on his way to grant himself some points, but then we have Novis just behind him.
What
and
is the
actually
speed?
overtaking him now, and Novis is there to deny some points towards both OmnipotZ and DanikB. But Novis not with the best time yet to save the finish.
What?
And actually, no!
OmnipotZ didn't make it either!
Oh my god. But OmnipotZ is able to finish, and DanikB actually in second!
What is this end?
Oh no! What is happening?
Oh, the perfect overview of OmnipotZ, just with a perfect cam right there to see Danik fly into the finish.
Yeah, T-Tours.
T-Tours.
Yeah, so now weird flex. Whew, by Thompson. Weird flex by Thompson. So the best time here is a 1:03.52, but I will check now. 52. Or 56, what is it?
46 by pack. Wait.
40, yeah, 40.
Yeah. I'm looking at the correct
46, yeah, by pack. So good time here by pack. Let's see if someone can get or can surpass this 5x barrier here.
I mean, we've seen people do these better times already, so could happen. OmnipotZ right now not doing it though.
Mm-hmm. But it's warm up though, so
yeah.
All right. So Novis with a good warm up here. But I just want to. Every time when I see this part, I have flashbacks from Mi Quattro just accelerating like hell here on this track.
Yeah.
He was super strong.
Insane performance by him on this map, sadly, though he could not make it into this one. Got knocked out. So we'll have to make do, I guess, with Novis, Danik and OmnipotZ, I mean.
Yeah. Exactly.
But Novis
really like
on a finalist attempt. So if he gets 10 points, then...
79.
Yeah. Pretty good here by Novis. Hopefully he can do that again.
And yeah, DanikB just maybe taking a little bit of a breath here because it's very hectic here, of course. Okay, so take it over, first round.
Here we go. Finalist attempt number 1. Tween's already winner, but Novis could be the second place here and also move into the grand final. It could be the last round of this match, and it could also not be the last round at all, depending if Novis gets first or not. OmnipotZ and DanikB are doing a good job trying to deny him right now, as Novis is in that third place. Although here he comes already, eating up one of his opponents, and now it's only OmnipotZ left. Although here comes DanikB back once again on a nice amount of speed. It is not over yet. Novis really needs to start pushing it here, and he is apparently listening to me as he is now pushing it indeed and moves into that first place. And here he goes into the platform turn. OmnipotZ falling a little bit behind DanikB and Novis, but it is thousands of a second right now. And now Novis is back into the third place. What a round we have here on our hands. Novis with more speed, but he falls behind, and OmnipotZ truly with an amazing turn here finds himself now in first place and gives about 0.1. No, Novis doesn't get the drift correctly, and now it's OmnipotZ and DanikB fighting for 10 points here. Who will get it? OmnipotZ looking good to get above 100 points, and DanikB a nice 6-pointer for himself as well.
54! Oh my god! 103.54 for OmnipotZ. What a time! Oh my god.
Yeah, OmnipotZ showing that he is here for a reason for sure.
Yeah, so the underdog of the chat. So we had the straw poll, and OmnipotZ was the player who had... unfortunately, or had the lowest amount of votes, but he is proving us wrong here, dropping a banger of a time, and he has exceeded this 100 points barrier. It's now up to 101 points, so this means he has to win 2 consecutive rounds, and then he's finalist. DanikB needs 2 second places, or 1 first, and then whatever placement. But of course, they both have to deny Novis the victory, as we see Novis with a good amount of speed, betting out with OmnipotZ, but actually will overtake him here. 19,000 between both of the players, but OmnipotZ opts for that more inside approach. So Novis has a little bit more speed, but OmnipotZ will still stay ahead. But now we will go into the second half of the map, as OmnipotZ is battling it out here with Novis. What a close fight here. OmnipotZ though with more speed in this stretch, and he gets the better transition there as well. So OmnipotZ will extend his lead, and he's on a banger of a time. Look at this, 8,000 to his PB. So let's go to the victory here out of OmnipotZ. He can definitely save it, but didn't get the best amount of speed. But all the other players dropped down, but he will drop a 103.60 again. What a great time. DanikB not able to finish, and
oh my god, Danik went for the risky fin, and he just didn't make it.
Oh no, DanikB, this is unfortunate because he's at 109 points, and a finish was so important for him. Oh no way.
That is kind of unfortunate there indeed. At 109 points, and he stays there. Luckily for him, Novis did get denied by OmnipotZ, but that's about it here for Danik. For the good news, as he doesn't get any points, doesn't progress towards the 120 point mark, and doesn't get closer to his finalist mode. Right now he's trying to make up for that though, as he is concurrently battling it out with Novis for that first place. These two cars so close together as OmnipotZ is trying to get back in there. But that turn was not that great for the French player. And now DanikB, what is going on? DanikB just fucking... I didn't even know what's going on here, but Novis is now getting back into it. Novis with an insane amount of speed, and he goes for the win here. Remember that he is already finalist mode. If he gets the win, he gets the 10 points and he gets into the grand final. But OmnipotZ is here to try and deny. OmnipotZ goes for the speedy line, and he touches the wall, and Novis is on his way to the grand final right now. Novis is a 0.4 ahead, and he just doesn't need to make any mistakes, and he gets it. Novis, please. I do not want to make you... Do not make any mistakes right now, because that would be so unfortunate. He is on his way to the grand final together with Tween, and we will see him in about half an hour. Or what, 20 minutes? Oh my god. Deserved win for Novis here. Tween and Novis go into the grand final.